Today we're going to continue a series of shows, Spiritual States, and today we're going to talk about the article called Love the Creator and Love of the Created Beings. An article written by Bala Sulam, and there are many different spiritual states in it, and we will talk about one of them, which is love for the Creator. It's a state, right? We can call this a state. What a person experiences, and that's why it's called his state, his situation. What does it mean to love the Creator? To love the Creator means to wish Him. Well, we have to, first of all, understand what does he mean, but to wish him all the very best with all your might, as it says, love the Creator, your God, with all your might and everything that you have and can. For you, who is he, the Creator? The Creator is the source of life that withholds everything that was created by him. In general, everything consists of two parts, if we might say that. The Creator and everything that is created, creation, or the created beings. And we need to bring the whole of creation to a state, a condition, where it is in complete adhesion with the Creator. So what does it mean to love Him, to love the source of life, or what? To love Him means to love Him as the source of life, to achieve a state where everything that you feel, you receive into your feelings of your love, into your emotions of love toward Him. So if the Creator is concealed from a person, he can't love him. He can love him only when he's revealed. Right. And what till then? There's hate, or what emotions does a person experience before the Creator is revealed to him? Well, he doesn't feel the Creator at all. He doesn't understand whatsoever what and how. Maybe he's given some philosophical or religious explanations, but it doesn't mean anything. A person in and of himself is completely concealed from the Creator. The Creator is completely concealed from him. What we need to come to is to make it so that the Creator, for us, will not be lacking, but to the contrary, that we will see His manifestations in everything that we feel. So if the Creator is hidden from me and I simply believe in Him, and even what happens to me, I see that it comes from Him, I can't love Him until He is revealed to me, like it became revealed to me now, that I'm sitting here in this studio, that relating, that we're talking, and only when I feel the Creator this way, then no. Love of God and to feel His greatness and importance, is it the same? No. To feel the greatness and importance, this means that you feel the Creator, and love is your attitude toward Him. Not His attitude toward you or how you grasp Him, but how do you react to it. But it's written everywhere that it's mutual, that at first it said that the Creator loves us. His love toward us is expressed in what? In nothing. It all depends on man. How does he reveal his connection to that force that defines, enlivens him, controls him, guides him? So if I love him, I can feel that he loves me. Yeah? To the measure of your attitude toward him, you can feel his attitude toward you. And if I don't feel love toward him, then that you don't understand and you can't feel him. But sometimes when something good happens in life, it seems like, yeah, it is some kind of upper force that loves you, helps you in something, or is it something completely different? It's that too, but it's not that which we need to come to. we have to come to that. We will love the Creator and all of His manifestations and will become convinced that they are completely good for us, towards us, that it's complete good towards us, even if previously it seemed to us the opposite. Maimonides compares love of the Creator like the love of a woman towards a woman. And he says that it's like someone who is lovesick, that because of that he all the time thinks of her, he all the time thinks of that woman all the more. This is how he needs to feel toward the Creator, as we're commanded to love the Creator with all our heart and all of our soul. So what does it mean to be lovesick? King Solomon talked about this. What does it mean to feel that way? Is it possible to compare it like love for a woman when you're in love or something like that? Is it similar? Yeah, well, could be, but I wouldn't like to put it that way, because by this I might confuse our readers, our listeners. Love for the Creator, the love of God, is revealed to the measure to which we can correctly relate to Him. We all the time feel the Creator. Let's begin with that. We all the time feel the Creator. Meaning nothing else works on us besides Him. Nothing else affects us. But there are different means and ways. Through that which is around us, this is something that we feel. Practically everything that we feel is the manifestation of the Creator to us. But the Creator is hid behind those sensations because thanks to, or as a result of us being egoists, inverted to the Creator, we can't correctly feel Him. It's like a child that doesn't understand his parents, that are referring to him with love, utter love, but he thinks that, they're such egoists, not wanting to give him what he wants, etc., etc. No, this example is clear. Suppose in our world, I can love a woman, and she might not love me, but with the Creator, it follows that I can't love Him, and on part of the Creator, there is utter love toward us, only simply that we feel this love to the measure that we ourselves relate to the Creator with love, that we love Him. When these inclinations in us coincide to that measure, when there's a coolness of form between us, we start feeling how much the Creator loves us. A heart in Kabbalah, we know that that's a desire, and the soul is the intention, so to speak. Oh yeah, I can say that. With everything that you have. In the Zohar, it says that our love is love that comes from both sides. Meaning that if he will love the Creator, even when he will take his soul, so it says in the Zohar, it's called utter love, present on both sides. What does it mean that the Creator takes one's soul? Meaning completely in all states, from the best to the worst. We need to relate that way to the upper force that withholds the whole of creation in it, including all of us, with all of our emotions, qualities, everything. We need to understand that this upper force limitlessly loves us, and if we feel anything bad, it's because we don't understand it. And in our qualities are opposite to it. It wants to give everything, love, fulfill us, and we want to be independent, and by no means to relate to it, and think only about ourselves. Well, that's something really exalted, because without even giving examples, it's clear what can happen in a person's life and how in such a state can he continue loving. Everything that happens in a person's life happens only because this is how it is planned and created by the Creator. There can't be anything that comes from a person himself or that happens in and of itself, and therefore whatever state, condition we're in, theoretically speaking, we mustn't lose our connection to Him, understanding that it comes from Him out of utter love, only to our benefit, and only this way will we be able to achieve complete connection with Him. I even heard that sages, Kabbalists, use these bad, difficult states in order to strengthen their connection to the Creator. Yeah, precisely in these difficult states, they try to reveal themselves even more to the Creator with uttermost devotion and connection with Him. So it's like a game that you're given difficult states, stages. Yeah, the Creator does that on purpose. He creates different difficult states in order for us to rise above them and for us to be adhered to Him, connected with Him. You once said that you met such Kabbalists. I don't know how many there are today, but we see that they justify the Creator and are connected to Him, or it's something that we can't see. Well, to the measure that I could, I saw. Your teacher, Rabash, writes that when a person feels love for the Creator, understanding at that moment that he should let go of all other kinds of love in order to stick to this kind of love for the Creator. But when it leaves him, he wants to go back to the previous forms of love, and in short, there needs to be ongoing in order to keep the covenant that, you need to make a covenant in order to come back to that state of love. Meaning that intellectually understanding that everything comes from the Creator and around me and in me there's only utter good coming from Him, I understand that this is the state that I have to reveal in me all the time, not in order for me to feel good as a result, and of course I will feel good as a result, but on the other hand, so that by that I will give the Creator delight and contentment. I don't want to think poorly about Him, be crossed with Him, to see bad in everything, but I need to correct all the evil in me, and then around me I will see utter good. Can I influence my emotions? I'm asking the Creator to help me do it. So without help, impossible. Without turning to the Creator, without persistent demand, it's impossible. So this is something that I myself can't implement. No, by no means. Only if I will ask Him. What does it mean to be like the Creator? It sounds like a slogan, I want to be like the Creator. It means that according to those manifestations in the Creator, when we feel His all of His intentions, desire, when we feel His attitude toward us as absolute good, if we feel it, we need to reveal this. And to try and to be like Him, because everything that we can feel in our world, in whatever state that is, and in the upper worlds, we can feel only to the measure of the qualities that that exist outside of us, and then we start revealing that in us, meaning, and therefore our science, our wisdom is called the wisdom of Kabbalah, reception, literally meaning to learn how to receive the Creator, to reveal such thoughts, emotions, and actions in us, intentions that would be that are like the Creator, and then we can reveal them. It says in many places that the Creator is the quality of love and bestowal. Can I assume that loving the Creator means to love the quality of bestowal? Well, partially yes. And so I can reveal this quality of bestowal only in relation to other people, right? Yeah. Therefore it says, from love of your fellow man to love of the Creator. So, do I love one person or the Creator or all of humanity? It's one the same. Right, but of course it's better if it's a vast mass of people and you change yourself accordingly in order to relate to them with utter good. So we're talking about love as a condition, that if I love the Creator, I can examine, do I really love Him? Do I love the other? I can examine if I love the Creator, if I love the other person, and to do that which is to the benefit of the other person. And it's a big problem, because who decides what's to his benefit? For this, you need to ascend a bit above yourself. You need to start studying the wisdom of Kabbalah. From there, you need to draw the knowledge of what's necessary in order to really advance. How can I become kinder, better? How can I help others to come closer to the revelation of the Creator? All these things are my task. You talk about it a lot, and it's pretty clear that to love your fellow man, meaning in order to love the Creator, you need to love your fellow man. And to love your fellow man means to help him reveal the Creator. Yeah. So it's not that I need to, satisfy his hundreds of desires, but only that one desire. Oh, and everything that's necessary for it. Well, logically, it's possible to understand this. It includes everything in it. If a person reveals the Creator, what better things can you wish him? Everything's going to be great. So there's no point in satisfying the rest of his desires, like Bala Sulam writes, only the necessary ones, only those that are necessary for his existence, because the main task is to reveal the Creator. Well, we more or less scrutinized everything. To love another as yourself. It means that, first of all, I have to learn how I love myself, then will I be able to love the other and then love the Creator? That's how it works? By aspiring to love the other person, you start seeing how much you love not the other person, but only yourself. And here appears the need to correct yourself to the measure to which you will relate to the other person as to yourself. So I don't have to test or examine how I love myself. No. By that, you'll only dig yourself into your own ego and become entrenched in it. So I need to start try and love the other person, and then to the measure to which I try to relate correctly to my fellow man, I will start understanding how much I love myself. Right. In general, why is there no difference between working for the Creator and working for your fellow man, for another person? Because anything that is beyond the boundaries of the human ego, that's as if outside of man, still vegetative, animate, or the Creator, people, they're all outside of us. And therefore, if I fill myself with love and empathy for them, wanting to near them, then by that I actually do the same toward the Creator. Well, I think that any person would, agree to love the Creator egoistically, not to the benefit of the other, but to my own benefit. This is what actually man's entire attitude toward the upper force is based on. Sometimes it says that the Creator has no thought about himself. It's kind of frightening. That he has no thought about himself. He doesn't think whether he governs creation or doesn't, what. It means that there's no, how to put this, that there's no thought, no goal, purpose in that which does good to others. Only utter good and benefit without anything in return to myself. So if I imagine the Creator as nature, then okay, I can somehow understand that nature doesn't think about itself, but it's all an emanation, development, develops all of creation. Even though that those that have attained the Creator, they write about it in a language that as if the Creator is egoistic too. Adhesion says that he's proud. It's like parents in relation to their, it's like children in relation to their parents. Parents, they also think only to the benefit of the child. He doesn't see it. Maybe there's another way to reach love of the Creator besides loving your fellow man? No. Nothing simpler? Simpler? I don't know what can be simpler than love. No, but loving your fellow man is not something simple. Right, but it's clear. It's something that's clear. And that's why that's how it's created. Love and hate. We hate each other. We're distanced from one another. And we start revealing it once we become engaged in love. We start working on it, on nearing closeness. This is our entire work, to come closer to one another through mutual help, mutual everything, and etc., until we will start feeling between us such a force of gravity and mutuality that will be called Creator. I got this question. Studying Kabbalah for more than 40 years now, and is there no other way to reveal the Creator? If it is His only quality, this is His only quality, the love for the created beings, that's all there is. So how can we inquire Him unless we possess this tool of love? Then can we investigate Him, reveal Him, feel Him, and discover how to come closer to Him, etc., etc.
Well,
it seems like there are people that, even Kabbalists in the Middle Ages, they left for several months going wandering. There weren't always groups, so probably it was possible to somehow come closer to the Creator through great suffering. Maybe, I don't know if it's better than loving another person. I mean, easier, but still, only through love for the created beings. There's so many. They all talk about this. If it is a method that is somehow close to the truth, it speaks of love. And when a person loves the Creator, love for himself is lost automatically, or it remains someplace. To that extent, it diminishes. So if a person loves the Creator, then he has no thought about himself? None. How's that? That's how it is? Look at a mother that is entirely devoted to her baby, thinking only about him. She has no thought about sleeping, eating, something. She does simply everything that's necessary, but only in order to all the time take care of him, of her baby. So it means that we need to come to such a state? toward all the people in the world, and then, through them, will we also relate the same way to the Creator. What needs to happen for that to happen? Tremendous suffering that we will experience unless we will achieve this kind of attitude toward each other and the Creator. Well, suffering there's been all throughout history. No. What suffering did we have? As a result of not receiving enough, not stealing enough, not hanging out enough. That's not suffering. What suffering are you talking about? Suffering as a result of being distanced from one another and in relation to the Creator. So this suffering shall lead us to closeness to the Creator. Yeah. Okay, this was our show about love for the Creator and the love of God and the love of man. Thank you very much. Till next time.